And on your next inhale, just slowly reach your arms up overhead. Take a nice full body stretch. Point the toes, roll out the ankles. Take a deep breath in, and on the side, just draw the knees into your chest, chin to knees. And lower your head back down. Hands to the tops of the kneecaps, just massage. Massage one way and the other. And then hug the left knee and extend the right leg long to hover. Point the toes or floint, reaching with the ball out of the foot. Squeeze that left knee in a little bit more. Try not to let the lower back arch. Press the whole spine into the earth. And then switch. Draw the right knee in, squeezing it. Reaching the left toes, extending. Constrict that right hip flexor a little bit more into your body. Try to ball it up into its smallest amount. And then switch. 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 Keep going. Really pull it in with the hands. Constrict that muscle. A little active release. And then 2 more each side. Good, and draw both knees in, open them wide. And here, point the soles of the feet up to the ceiling. Taking a loose, happy baby, grabbing the inner thighs, soften the shoulders, just rock side to side. Bring the knees together. And then here, rock along the spine. We're gonna get right up into Sukhasana. Okay, one heel in front of the other. Get nice and grounded on the sit bones. Find your alignment here for the rest of your practice. Really just train the brain to get into a nice posture. So close the eyes, feel the sit bones grounded evenly, soften the hips so the knees melt down. Bring your hand on your heart and one hand on the belly. Now here, try to lift the heart up towards your chin, drawing those shoulders back and down. If the chin is jutting forward, just bring it back a 1/2 inch. And then here, feel your belly inflate as you inhale. And exhale. Navel draws in, soft jaw. Take a couple mindful breaths here. Envision the oxygen traveling down the base of your spine, all the way to the coccyx, all the way up the spine to the top of your skull, right where the fentanyl would be. And you just keep drawing that oxygen through the vertebra. All those 23 discs, try to really visualize them and see the light, maybe a light blue oxygenated cleansing light, just trickling through each disc one at a time. Think about a place in the spine that needs your most attention, whether it's the neck or the thoracic and the shoulder blades more so, or all the way down in the lower back. Really notice where you need to really inflate and send most of that oxygenated breath. Let it light up that place of your spine, all those bones, and then as you exhale, watch it trickle away and cleanse out. And last deep breath here. Good. Release the arms, reach them around and up. Inhaling. Palms pressed, bring it right back down to your heart. Slow down the breath with the movement. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale. Bring it down. Last one, inhale. Left hand down, hinge up and over, grounded sit bones. Inhale back up, over other side. Inhale back up, drop the shoulders, spread the collarbones, twist from the navel. to your right side. So right hand behind the spine, left hand outside the knee. Take a lift in the heart, inhale. Exhale a little deeper. Try to inflate the belly here. Really let it massage the organs. Reach the arms around and up, inhale. Exhale, other side. Drop the shoulders, lift the heart. And we go a little deeper. All right, let's move it back up to center. Inhale. Interlace the palms around, palms facing in, curl that upper spine. And then palms up, soften the elbows, navel in, shoulders draw back, and exhale, round. Again, inhale. And exhale. Good. And bring the knuckles over to the right side. And the left side. And back up to center, keeping the arms lifted. Navel in, just hinge to one side. Just the upper spine. Notice how that feels. Melt the knees down. And up to center. Other side. Draw the navel in. Good. Back up to center. Palms out. Just open the heart. Press the heart out. Breathe deep. If you like to lift your hips, lift them. Lower the sit bones down. Take the hands in front. Roll over. And we're going to come onto our knees here. Now, we're going to extend the right leg out. Ground the pinky edge. Make sure this left knee is right under the hip. Now here, we're just going to walk our hands over so that left hand comes in line with the knee. We're going to fan that right arm up. So you can leave that back left toe tucked, or you can press into the top of the back foot. Just make sure you find that anchor. Now walk the hands out a little bit so you shift the weight and you lift that right foot up, flex it. Now lower it down. Just a tap. And lift. And lower. Lift. And lower. Press into the fingertips of the left hand. Lift. And lower. And lift. And lower. Now keep it lifted. Now here, bring the leg forward. And back. Maybe this hand comes to tap. And back. Navel in. Maybe get a little back bend in there. See how much room you want to go and travel. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Extend that right foot back out. Open the heart. Fan it up. And then here you can come onto the fingertips a little bit. Maybe you bend the elbow to press yourself up. And then here, the right hand lowers on the leg. Left hand up and over. Good. Stay here. Maybe you lift that bottom hand. You just reach. Draw the navel in. Back up to center. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Lift the leg. Lower it down. Lift back up. And reach. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Lift. Inhale up. And exhale, reach. Good. Now lower that hand down to the earth. And here we're going to walk those hands forward. We're going to inhale the right arm up into the air. And we're going to thread it through. Thread the needle. Press into that left palm. Spread the fingers of the right hand. Slowly press yourself back up. Lower both hands down. And then here, just bring that leg up and send it back. And then here, we're just going to slowly reach that left arm out in front. Turn the palm out, bend the back knee, reach around and grab a hold of the foot. Now you can either bend the elbow and just draw it in for a quad stretch, stretching the top of that thigh. Or you can press the foot into the hand to get a shoulder stretch and a little back bend. Draw the belly button in. Try not to slingshot, so you lower the knee down. Release both limbs, knee next to the other, and sit it back on the heels. Good. Roll the shoulders back, take a breath. We're gonna little weak places of the core. We're kind of really down in the front, but we hardly ever go lateral. So bring the arms out in front, palms out, around the body. Roll the shoulders back, navel in, curl the heart up. Good. Slowly, keeping the hands still binded, chin down to the chest. Roll right ear to right shoulder. Feel that stretch almost in the front side of the neck there in the throat. And over your other shoulder. Good. Roll it back, release the hands, walk it out in front, and then send that left leg out around the pinky edge. Good. Walk the hands in line so that right hand comes in line with the knee, and fan the left arm up. Press into the fingertips, kind of like that position of your hand as if you're opening a jar, right? You really want to get those knuckles a little bent so you feel some weight distributed, not just in the heel. Okay. Roll the bottom shoulder away from your ear. This navel's drawn in. Lift that left leg up. Just waking up those muscles. A little weak on the outside. It's okay. The more you flex the foot, the more you'll feel it. Lower it down. Good. Lift up. And lower. You can always bring a cushion under your knee if this is a little too much on it. Lift. And lower. Lift. And lower. Last one. And now here, keeping it lifted, bring it forward. Forward and back. Tucking the right toes helps with that stability. Maybe you arch and you reach your arm up and you tuck the foot to the hand. Inhaling, exhale, tap. You get a little bit more stability with this bottom hand like a kickstand. Up to the side, the farther away from your leg, the more stability you'll have. Get all those muscles active on the lateral side of your body. 2. And 1. Good. Lower it down here. Now here, reach that right arm up, left arm up, and then here, rising up. Ground the pinky edge, readjust there if you need. Lower the hand and stretch. Gate pose. And come back. Lower down. Reach, get that nice stretch, and then maybe lift that leg up. Activate. Lower down. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Lift. Lower. Up. Lots of control in the core and the obliques. Last one here. And back up. Stay here in this gate pose. Draw the navel in. Lift the bottom arm. Good. And then come back up to center. And slowly lower the hands out in front. Good. And then here we're going to lift the left arm up. And exhale, thread it through. You can slide this right hand back a little bit. You want that wrist right under the elbow so you can press into the hand, feel a little bit more opening in the inner thigh. A little bit more twist in the spine. Deep breath, spread those left fingers. Neck is soft, you don't have too much tension there. And then press into that right hand and lower the left hand down. Lift this foot up, this left foot, bring it back. Navel in, try not to have an arch in your spine so you have to press out. Do so and send the right arm out in front. Stay here or take your bind. Grab that leg in, stretch the quad. And maybe press that left foot into the hand, lift the heart up. Good, little tough, lower that knee, lower the hand, Tuck the toes this time and sit back on your heels. Stretch the soles of the feet, get that fascia open, melt it away. Close the eyes, take a deep breath. And then walk the hands forward and come into your downward facing dog. Measure it out from plank. Shift forward and back. If you want to do a couple waves, tippy toe, roll the spine forward. Straight spine back, lead with the tailbone. 2 more. Good, and then here, walk the feet up to meet the hands. And now we're gonna get in a little bit of a wide stance. So notice, a lot of times I see the hips are back behind my heels. You don't want that, because then that starts to stretch in this tendon that connects the hamstring to the glute. What you want is your hips forward, little slight bend in the knee, so you feel a nice grounding in your feet, not all the weight's in the heel. And then I'm just gonna tuck my belly button in, and I'm gonna forward fold with a little bit of a ragdoll feeling here. You can bend the knees as much as you need. Maybe you stay supported, maybe you grab opposite elbows. Let the neck loose, feel the blood trickle to the crown of your head. Deep breaths here, let everything open up. Good, and when you're ready, release the arms, deep bend the knees, and roll it up one vertebra at a time. Sweep the arms down, round it up, and palms press at your heart. 2 sun breaths, inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, soft knees, Uttanasana, forward fold. Lift and lengthen, Ardha. Exhale, forward fold. Try to make it nice and slow, try not to rush. Inhale, sweep. And try to find the breath like you had in the beginning, lying down, trying to slow it down. Last one. At your own pace. Getting back at Tadasana at the top. So with that one, notice if you're looking up a lot, if you're going really fast, try to reground your mind. If your feet are too wide and you want to bring them in a hip length apart. Get grounded so you don't have all the weight in your heels. Shift them forward and back. Draw the navel in, tuck the tailbone down, roll the shoulders up to the ears, back and down. Take a nice, slow, deep breath. Close your eyes. Maybe sigh it out the mouth. Now that slow, slow breath. Try to do 1 more sun breath with that pace. Inhale. It helps if you exhale like you're fogging up a mirror, but your mouth is closed. Really constrict the back of your throat to lengthen that exhale along with your muscles. Inhaling halfway. Soft knees, straight spine, or you can roll it up with those bent knees, whatever you want. And meeting back at Tadasana. Good. Just take notes on your own self, right? Inhale, sweep it up, moving up. Exhale, dive it down. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the palms, step back into plank. Shift the weight forward on the toes. You can lower knees down first or all the way, chaturanga to your belly. Roll the shoulders back, flip to the tops of the feet, Bhujangasana. Holding Bhujangasana, just activate the muscles. Press into the tops of the feet so the knees lift off the mat. Draw the elbows in towards one another, shoulders away from the ears. Just exciting all these muscles along the spine, protecting and keeping it strong. Good, lower the chin down to the earth, soften the knees. Then roll the shoulders back, point the toes again, lift the knees up. And here you can come into baby cobra, full cobra, or up dog, thighs are lifted. Send it back, Adho Mukha Svanasana, down dog, however you want to get there, modify to whatever feels good this morning. Bend one knee and the other. Pedal it out. Really focus on those calves. Trying to melt that heel down. Take a deep exhale into those tight muscles by the Achilles heel all the way up the calf. Good. And then take one little half step in, look forward on the tippy toes, bend the knees, walk, step, or float. Top of your mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Root to rise all the way up. Palms press at the heart. Good. Inhale, sweep it up. Dive it down. Lengthen half. Bend the knees, step the right leg back. Lower the right knee down, Anjaneyasana. Flip to the top of the back foot. Palms press, right elbow outside the left knee. Press the top palm and the bottom. Tuck the back toe, lift the back knee up. Draw that left hip back, staying here. Shoulders away from the ears. Look down at the earth. Now you can release your arms to frame that front foot, or you could just step that back foot up to meet the front in our twisted Utkatasana. So draw the hips back, navel in. Press up to the earth, into the earth, rising up, inhale, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, jump it back, chaturanga, step back into plank, take it through vinyasa. Step the feet a half step in, or maybe even a bigger full step in, have them wide. Take the right hand to the left ankle, bend the right elbow, look at the right elbow, try to bend that right elbow down to the ground. Feel that left heel ground into the earth, press it down. Let's press that left leg into the hand. Getting a nice deep breath into the muscles under the shoulder blade there. Lower the right hand down, left hand grabs the right ankle, just try to bend that left elbow to kiss the ground. Good, bring it back. Both hands, rise tippy toes. Exhale, bend the knees, heels and toes out, squat all the way down into a little frog squat. Good, tippy toes again. So my toes are pointing outwards a little so the knees have room, so you melt the tailbone down. Just try to get into those hips. One more, tippy toe. And exhale, squat. Now this one, tippy toe, look forward, point the 10 toes facing forward here, bend the knees, and step, walk, or float. Top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen. Let it go. Root to rise, all the way. Palms press. Other side, inhale. Forward fold. Lengthen, shoulders back, away from the ears to lengthen that next step, the left foot back, lower the knee down, rise up, Anjaneyasana. Try to have that front knee right over the heel. Take a deep breath in, point the tailbone down, and then here, palms press, left elbow outside the right knee. Try to get the thumbs right to the center of the sternum. Stay here, or tuck the back toe and lift the back knee up. Keep breathing into your belly, draw the navel in. And then options to lower your hands to support, look down at the earth, soften that back knee. We're going to step the back foot up to meet the front in our twisted Utkatasana. Realign. So draw those hips down, shoulders down, get your twist back in that thoracic spine. And then here, inhale, press into the earth, rising up. Dive it right down, lengthen that spine long. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the palms, jumpers, jump back. Bend elbows, chaturanga, or step back into plank. Take it through, Surya A. Good. Take a nice deep breath here. Lift the right leg up into the air. Point the toe, stack the hip, bend the knee, right shoulder's in line with the left. Exhale, right knee taps the right arm. Hold it here. Then place that right foot outside the right hand. Lower the back knee down, lift the heart up, just getting into that lizard. Send the weight back, point the right toes up, lengthen that hamstring. Good. And then slide that right foot out onto your floor off the sticky mat. And then here, lifting the toes up, straighten the leg. Coming into an up dog, we're going to slide the heel out on an angle to get into the inner thigh and the groin there, lifting up. Let the breath settle in here. And then here, I'm going to bend my elbows in towards my body. I'm going to slide this leg out to the side, and I'm going to leave it on the side and just bend my knee into a half frog. So my knee is in line with my hip. My toes are pointing out to the side and they're flexed. Now here, I'm going to roll my shoulders back. I'm going to press up into an up dog, my little frog leg. Draw the navel in. You don't have to go too deep in this back bend. And then exhale, lower it down. And then here, slide that leg all the way back. Big toes to touch, point the toes, roll the shoulders back, peel up, back bend. Exhale, down dog. And a deep breath. We're going to lift that right leg up into the air. We're going to bend the knee and place the foot in between the hand. Pivot that back heel down, right hand inside the right leg, or you can bring the forearm onto the thigh. We're going to come right up into extended right angle, whatever feels good. And then rise up, peaceful warrior. Straighten the front leg. Hips back, Trikonasana. Rise up, reverse Trikonasana. Curl the hands around that front foot, the right foot, pivot on the back foot. We're going to squiggle this right foot into a pigeon leg, dropping that right knee to the right wrist, right ankle to the left wrist. We're not lowering down, just lift the heart up. Soft jaw, let that hip settle in. Good. We're going to tuck the back toe, lift the back knee up. And then here we're going to lift the hips, pivoting that back heel down, sliding that right leg out into fallen trika. Good, lower the top hand down, pivot on that back foot, so the back foot's facing forward. Coming back into plank, shift forward, chaturanga. Upward dog. Downward facing dog. Pause here, take a moment. Spread the collarbones, head to heel behind the widest part of your foot, press into the fingertips. Deep breath. If your mind starts to wander, always just bring it back to your breath. The awareness of the heat in your body or your heartbeat. Good, rise to the tippy toes, look forward. Bend the knees, walk, step, or float. Lift and length and long, Ardha Uttanasana. And forward fold. Root to rise. Palms press at the heart. Other side, feeling the difference. Got a lot more length in that right leg. Sweep it up. Exhale. Dive it down. Lift and lengthen. Make your way back down dog. You can skip the vinyasa altogether or take it through. Your modification always. Listen to your body. Recenter your breath, your mind. Lift the left leg up into the air. Point the toes, stack the hip, bend the knee, navel in. Exhale, left knee taps, left arm, hold it. Hold it. And then place that left foot outside, the left hand. Lower the back knee down. Lizard. You can come onto your fists or TP the fingers. Deep breath. And then send the weight back. Point the left toes up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bow down. Again, lengthen, inhale. And bow. Good. Inhale, lengthen here. And then swiggle that left foot off onto the wood floor. Palms are flat. You're going to slide it out on an angle. Let that angle open. Flip to the top of the back foot. Breathe. And then hug the elbows in towards the body, sliding that left leg out. Bend the knee and come into frog. Align the hips. When you scoot that right foot a little bit more to the right, that knee is in line. Perfect 90-degree angle in the leg. Flexing that left toes. Roll the shoulders back. Little Bhujangasana or Cobra. And the frog leg. Good. Lower it down and slide that left leg next to the right. Point the toes, knees lift. Scoot those hands back to get 90 degrees in your arms. Roll those shoulders, peel up. And send it back down dog. Take a moment. When you're ready, left leg rises. Reach it up nice and long. Feeling that right hamstring open. And then bend the left knee. Place the foot in between your hands. Hand the left hand inside that left foot. Pivot the back heel down. Open up. Use that leg to press into the arm to press into the leg to feel that opening right at the top of the joint there. Peaceful warrior. Keeping the bend in that front knee. Draw the shoulder blades together. Straighten the leg. You can shorten your stance if you want, or keep it long. Send the back hip back, reach till you can't go anymore. And keeping the heart open to the side. Finding your Trikonasana either on your block or the pinky edge of your shin. Deep breath, nice detoxing, filtering pose. Reverse Trico, stretch the front of the body. Good, and then here, bend into the front knee, curl the hands around the front foot, pivoting on the back foot. Lift that left foot over into a pigeon. So if you feel like you always roll right over onto the left hip, try not to do that. Try to have the shin parallel. Obviously, if that's way too much, draw the heel in towards your body, but still try to have those hips neutral to the front. Time to have a nice deep breath. Let that glute and piriformis open up, settle in. Calmer the breath, the calmer the body will respond. Good. Good, and then here, press into the palms. Lift the back toes up. Lift the back knee up. Lift in that left leg. Stretch it out. Cross the body. Pivoting that right heel down. Parallel to the back edge of the mat. And take fallen Trico. Good, lower the top hand. Pivot on that back foot. Slide it back into down dog. Shift forward into plank. Then come on, forearm plank. Right elbow where the right hand was. Left elbow where the left hand was. Try to keep the hips right in line with the shoulders. Draw those heels back if you're on the tippy toes. Breathe. Couple belly breaths here. Good, and then lower the hips down. Flip to the tops of the feet. Taking Sphinx pose. Press the heart up. And then here, navel in, just round the upper body. Maybe you lift the the thighs up. You staying on the knees, pressing into the tops of the feet. We'll get a little shaky here, activating the whole core. Again, inhale, lifting up. Exhale, just rounding the upper body. Navel draws in. Inhale, maybe the big toes come together. Legs press together to touch. Pointing the toes so the legs are active. Navel in. Maybe you can even lift the legs. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Exhale. Good. Now here, tucking the toes, maybe you can press up. Forearm plank and come into dolphin pose. Walking those feet in, down dog on the forearms. Bring that right foot to center. Lift the left leg up. Look forward in between the hands. Maybe bend the right knee. Little hops. Keeping that right leg straight. Maybe if you're working on forearm stand, you get into your spot, keeping those legs in a split, and then you work towards pulling them together. Good, lower that foot down. Come onto the knees. Rise up, bring the arms up. Palms out, bring it around the body. Roll the shoulders back, just counter stretch. Navel in, knit the ribs in. Straight spine, bring your chin down. Roll right ear, right shoulder. And left ear to left shoulder. Good. Coming back to center. Bring the forearms down. Tuck the toes. Coming into dolphin pose. Now here, left leg comes into the center. Maybe you shorten your stance, right leg lifts. You could just lower the right leg down and up, down and up, or you bend into that left knee. Little kicks. It's hard to try and keep that left leg straight as soon as you lift off, but that's what's going to connect your core, which is going to give you the balance. Woo. That leg is super shaky. When you're ready, lower down to your knees and come into child's pose. Bring your forehead down. You can have your arms out in front or palms face up next to the hips. Just take a deep breath. Last breath of rest here. And when you're ready, slowly make your way back into downward facing dog. Good job. Getting our fire going. Connecting to all of our limbs. If you want to refresh, take a Surya Vinyasa. Shift the way forward. Move on the pace of your breath. Try not to rush the back bend. I know it doesn't feel as good as the down dog. Soften your jaw. Try to squeeze the biceps in towards one another so you find there's length in the neck. And you feel the lats engage in the side of the body. Lift the heels, look forward. Bend the knees. Walk, step, or float. Lift and lengthen. Let it go. Root to rise, Tadasana. Good. Now here, we're going to sweep the arms up. Sit back, Utkatasana. Press up, bring the left knee with it. Point the left toe. Exhale, sit. Utkatasana. Lift up, bring the right knee with it. Work on our balance. Sit. Left. Sit. Right. Sit. This one, lift. Cross that left ankle over the right knee, sit. So now left knee out to the left. Maybe the palms press, maybe your hands come onto blocks, flex the left foot. Inhale, rise up. Lift that left knee with it. Lower the foot down. Exhale, forward fold. Lift and lengthen. Exhale, bend the knee, plant the palms, jump back into chaturanga, step back into plank. Downward dog. Right leg rises when you're ready. Point the toe, stack the hip, bend the knee. Maybe you take wild thing, coming out to the fingertips of the right hand. Pivot that back heel down, parallel with the back edge of your mat. As you use the core to slowly lower the right bone up, pressing the heart up. Lower the hips, lower the gaze. You can lower the hips all the way down to be as safe as you can in the transition of the pivot and the right foot in between the hands. Virabhadrasana 1, left toes pointing forward to the top left corner of the mat. Nice wide stance, bend into the right knee. Breathe. Exhale, soar forward, deep bend in the right knee, lift off, warrior 3. Palms press at the heart or reaching out in front. Lift the heart up, letting it strengthen all the muscles in the back. Point the left toes down, lower the left hip. And then slowly draw the left knee into your chest, flex the foot, cross it on the right knee, sit it back. Now this one, maybe your right hand grabs the left heel. You can try and scoot that left elbow right into the sole of your left foot. Press the top palm and the bottom, flex that left foot, and really press it into the hand and the arm, into your twist here. This is getting into grasshopper, little grasshopper twist. Slowly release, rising up, draw that left knee up with it, and lower it down. Shake it out, shake it out. Take a deep breath in. Sigh out the mouth. Just stirring up stuff in the body. Getting all that energy back down to the feet and back up to the head. Just bring the palms face forward, close the eyes, lift the chin, draw it back. Take a deep inhale. Send it all the way down to your feet. Feeling nice and balanced. Now here, inhale the arms up. Right knee draws up, point the toe. Sit it back with Katasana. Rise up, left knee lifts. Sit it down. Getting connected. Right, lower, left, lower. This one, right lifts. Cross it over that left knee, sit it down. Reaching out in front, over, palms press. Breathe. And then slowly rise up. Draw that right knee with it. Lower the foot down. And exhale, forward fold. Lift and lengthen. Jump back, step back. Take it through. Cue up and down dog. Tailbone up to where the wall and ceiling meet. Maybe a little micro bend in the knee. Left leg rises when you're ready. Point the toe. Stack the hip, bend the knee. Nail and pivot on that right heel. Coming up. Maybe flipping your dog. Lower the gaze, lower the hips. Left foot forward. Virabhadrasana 1. Rise up. And that internal hip opening here. Feel that psoas stretching in that hip flexor. Bend into the left knee. Tuck the tailbone down. Knit the ribs in. Shoulders down. One more breath. And then you can pivot that back foot facing forward or just deep bend in the front knee. The tippy toes lifting up into warrior three. Flex the right foot. A little soft in that standing leg. Engage your core. And slowly draw that right knee into the chest. Reaching the arms up, flex the right foot. Cross that right ankle over the left knee. Sit it back. Staying here, or take your twist. Left hand grabs the heel. You can even press it out towards the right to get the opening in your upper spine to rotate and get that twist here. Just see focal point somewhere on the floor. Good, and slowly rise up, drawing your right knee with it. And lower it down. Lower the arms, shake it out. Deep breath. Good. Now one more little challenge of your mind here and your body. Get into Upavishta fan pose. We'll 10 toes facing forward. Okay, so I'm throwing in a little foundation training in here. Marianne knows what I'm talking about. So, and here what this does is it activates your whole body chain, your whole muscle chain. So often in physical therapy, we focus on one area of the body or one chain, but this is going to activate the whole chain from our lats to our core across, crisscrosses across the front, and then goes along the lateral sides of your legs and your hamstrings and the adductors squeezing in. So holding this whole muscle chain of tension has proven to release the muscle in such a deeper way and allow the spine to really align and let go of just so much memory that holds our body a little bit unbalanced and a little bit, tweaked. So we have our feet. We're gonna look at our feet and make sure that they're completely parallel. So sometimes you really gotta focus on having those feet turning inward. It'll feel a little bit too inward sometimes, or opposite, depends on your knees. But you want to press down into the ball mount of the big toe. So feel that whole foundation squeezing in your foot. Not all of it's bearing on the pinky edge. So the ankle kind of gets the weight of it. Your feet are pressed, foundation pressing into the ground. Now I'm going to squeeze my inner thighs together towards one another. So you feel all of a sudden the thighs and the inner thighs juice up with the calves a little on the outside. Now we're going to take our hands to our hips. We're going to draw our navel in. We're going to make a symbol of our hands, almost like the shaka symbol, the Hindu symbol. You, sir. Okay. The pinkies are going to be right on the side of your body here, almost feeling right in the side where the thumbs can feel the ribs a little bit, and the pinkies are like right over the hip crest there, or touching the hip crest. And what you're going to do is you're going to take a deep breath, and you're going to feel the ribs lift. Now, what you don't want is the shoulders lifting, so lower the shoulders down, but keep this opening, the ribs, the upper spine, lifting up out of the lower lumbar. So keeping the hands there, again, another deep breath, lift. Feeling the ribs expand. You might even feel the ribs creeping away from your thumbs. Maybe your thumbs are slowly getting under the ribs now. Again, inhale, lift, breathe, and shoulders down. Good, now navel in. We feel this nice big structure in our core. We're holding that there. Navel draws in. I'm gonna send my heart forward and my hips back. Almost like this pulley kind of sensation. So the heart forward, hips go back. A little bit here. Now squeeze those inner thighs together. Feel that chain activate again if you started focusing too much on the upper body. And then here I'm gonna reach my left arm forward, palm is facing up. And I'm just gonna reach it up at the level of where my head is. Now, I'm gonna flex my fingers, really reaching up, rotating, feeling my lat activate there, side of the body. You'll be feeling your lower back, the QL, lower back, activating along the lumbar there. Breathe through the nostrils. Squeezing, squeezing, squeezing. Lower the right hand back to your chakra hands and the ribs and send the left arm forward, palm up. Now, like you're holding a big bowling ball, flex the muscle, rotate, almost squeeze it inward, feel the side of the lat engage, open. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Hands back and lift the hips and the heart. Lower the hands. Take a deep breath. Good. So you might feel tremors in the body or you might realize that your legs kind of get disconnected and you're focusing more up here, or maybe the opposite. Your jaw gets really tense, a lot of tension in the body, but then here, just let some air through, some space in. We're gonna do it one more time. So here, bring your hands to the sides of your body. Press into the big ball mounds of the big toe. Starting to feel the sides of the legs and calves activate. Take a deep breath in. Feel the chest, the barrel of your chest lift, but the shoulders are down again. Feel the barrel of your heart and your sternum and the chest lift. Lengthening, draw the navel in, keeping that length here. Now just hips back, heart forward like a pulley. Engage those legs, activate them. Right arm out in front, palm up. Activate the lat. Now left arm, both flats. Now connect the fingers together, press into the fingertips, bring them right in line with the face. Press the fingertips into each other like 60%. Feeling the sides of the body, hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the hands back to the hips. And rising up slowly out of it. Good. Step the feet back together and shake it out. So you might feel your body almost like wanted to slingshot out of that because we're holding so much. The body just wants to release that tension, but try to come out of it nice and slow. One little step at a time. And just shake it out. Take a deep breath. Find your Tadasana again, right at the front of the mat. Palms face forward. Take a deep breath in. And let it out. Good. Open the eyes. Inhale, arms down, round and up. And exhale, glide it down. Lift and lengthen. Downward dog, vinyasa or skip. Coming up to our key pose here, grasshopper. Settle on down dog, take a minute. Lengthen up the legs if you start to feel tension in the calves or hamstrings. One more fresh breath of oxygen wherever it needs to go, send it. And then lift the right leg up into the air, point the toes, stack the hip, bend the knee. And then bring that right foot outside the right hand, lower the left knee down. Just getting into one more opening, open that hip, send the knee. Weight on the back knee, lift the right toes up, pivot on the pinky edge of the right foot. Coming into twisted Hanuman. So you can leave that left hand down or bring it on a block. You can use that right hand to press that right knee outward. Keeping that right foot flexed. Just getting into that hip joint there. Maybe you go even deeper, bringing the left forearm onto the ground. Or maybe you take that back bind, grabbing that back foot. Good, release the back foot. Press yourself up. Swiggle that right foot back to center, frame it. Find your foundation, high lunge, all 10 toes facing forward. Soften the back knee, bend the elbows in cactus, open the arms up wide and sweep away. Inhale, take in what you need. Exhale, get rid of what you don't, right in this breath, right in this heart space where we hold a lot of energy. Exhale, send it away. This one, inhale, reach the arms up, deep bend in the right knee, lift off, warrior 3. Draw the left knee into the chest. And cross that left ankle over the right knee. So here, seated Utkatasana with this pigeon leg is an option, or you can work up to it getting into your grasshopper twist. Really pressing into that heel to try and get the upper arm as deep as you can onto the sole of that foot. Now when I'm here, maybe we get into grasshopper. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bend into my right knee. I'm going to bring my hands down in a perfect line, in line with that right foot. I'm just going to use this momentum to slowly bend my elbows in chaturanga arm, flex my right foot, and send it out to the side. So you guys can see this better. It's a little pretzel. Hands next to one another. Right elbow draws into the body. A lot of it is flexing that left foot too, just standing on that left arm, flexing that right leg out to this side, nice and straight. Take it or leave it. It's fun to just throw some stuff in there. And when you're ready, just come into a little toe squat. Take a nice deep breath. And then as if we're sliding up a wall, we're just gonna reach the arms up all the way. Nice deep breath. And hands back at the heart. Take a nice deep inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, find it down. Lift and lengthen. Adho Mukha Svanasana, down dog. Vinyasa or skip. Left leg rises. And you're gonna bring that left foot outside the left hand, lower the back knee down, and take twisted monkey to the other side. So staying here, pivoting on the pinky edge. Sometimes it's way easier to grab that back foot when the right hand's on the block or up high here. Or come all the way into your full Hanuman. Soft jaw, 2 more breaths. Release the back foot. Press yourself up. Send the weight back. Squiggle of left foot to center and come into high lunge. Open up this Tai Chi movement. Inhale, counter stretch, all that forward movement, all that rushing. Exhale, send it away. Inhale, getting comfortable and going backwards sometimes. 2 more. Good, and deep bend left knee. Warrior 3. Draw it in. Connect all the way to that right foot by flexing it. Cross it. Sit it down in your twist. Maybe full twist grasshopper. And getting in deep as you can. And right foot standing on that little shelf. Nice, everyone. And thread when you're ready. And that's it. Reach the arms up in your Urdhva Hastasana. And palms pressed at the heart. We're going to take 1 more vinyasa, finishing up our practice. Sweep it up. Let it go. Meeting us in child's pose or downward dog, whatever your rest is. Take it as you wish. In that child's pose, resting the forehead, just feeling the neck release. And looking over the space in between the hands, take the right hand off the right side of the mat, left hand on top, melt the left armpit down. And then left hand off the left side, right hand on top, melt the right armpit down. And then slowly make your way to your sit bones. Into your Navasana, right at the middle of your mat. And lower it down one vertebra at a time. And sweep your arms up overhead. A nice full body stretch. And draw the knees into your chest, chin to knees. And lower the head back down. And then here, send your legs up for your inversion. Either here, just laying them up against a wall or right overhead. Or if you want shoulder stand, you can send it all the way up. Or in plow. I'm trying to get those hips right under the feet as best you can. And then lowering it down one vertebra at a time. And then here, coming into bridge, let's just activate that lower back. Draw the shoulder blades together, press into the heels, lift the hips up, and just hold it. You can stay here if you want a full wheel. You can take your hands in that full chakra opening pose. And when you're ready, draw your knees back in, chin to knees. Lower the head back down, hug the left knee in, extend the right leg long. Left arm out to T, palm face up, and bring it across your body. Calm your breath. Roll it back to center. Chin to knees, realign your spine, right knee in, left leg long, right arm out. And deep breath across. And slowly bring it back to center. Chin to knees. Lower the head and open the legs wide and happy baby. Rock side to side, maybe stretch the legs in a straddle. And then draw the soles of the feet together and lower them down, pinky edges. And bring the arms up overhead or in cactus by your side. And take a deep breath in and sigh it out. Letting all of your fire and heat and movement awareness just trickle into a little bit more inward, less external. And as you settle in here, find your shape for Shavasana. Sending the right leg to the right corner of the mat and the left leg to the left corner, staying here. And feeling the whole back of the body melt into the mat and let go of every muscle. And here, allowing your mind to go somewhere that fills you up with prana, this life energy that they call in Sanskrit and yoga, prana. Whatever source it is, someone older with more wisdom, face that comes to mind, or the innocence and purity of a child or baby. or animals or nature. Just get lost somewhere that makes you feel good and connected as you let the most important part of this practice settle into your body for the rest of your day. With your eyes closed, soften your jaw. Give yourself this gift, this small meditation here. And just get lost in the process of your own breathing. And then slowly making your next breath deeper than your last. Invite gentle movement back into your bodies, wiggling the toes and fingers. And stretch your arms up overhead as if it's your first stretch of your day. And draw your knees into your chest. And make your way onto your right sides. And trying your best to keep your eyes closed, press yourself up to a nice easy seat. And bowing your chin to your chest. And the hands at Anjali Mudra at the heart. Taking the final moment of your practice to thank and honor yourselves for your hard work, your heat and your discipline, but mostly for your deeper understanding that we could best serve others in this life when we take good care of ourselves. I hope you keep this feeling of lightness in body, mind, and spirit for the rest of your day. Namaste, everybody. All right.